guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Saturn is currently transiting the Pisces Zodiac Sign and it will be in it until Feb of 2028 with a brief transit in Aries Zodiac Sign in between. Let us see how this transit of Saturn will impact Leo Ascendant people. For Leo ascendant people, Saturn is the sixth lord as well as the seventh lord, currently transiting in the eighth house of transformations, sudden events, ups and downs. So, these transformations would be majorly experienced in your job front and in your relationship area. Eighth house Saturn is called as Ashtam Shani, and from emotional point of view, this is not a good period for majority of the ascendants. When it comes to the matters of your job, you would witness a sudden transformation in your job scenario. For some, it could be in the form of witnessing a sudden layoff, while for others, it could be a job switch, which you might regret, but you will still be obligated to do it depending on your life circumstances. Could be that you are getting married or you are changing your place, due to which you would get obligated to do a job switch, and due to which your job front becomes more tougher in nature. The new job environment could be a too controlling and way tougher compared to your earlier time or earlier workplace, and it would be made even more tougher in your new job place due to your jealous work colleagues, which might try to install hurdles by plotting conspiracies against you, and would try to make you victim of their devious plans. They might portray you as someone who is not so serious in following the rules, regulations, and protocols of your job place, due to which you might even suffer from humiliations or, in extreme cases, penalties. In extreme cases, depending on the natal chart placement, there could be even an event of asking sexual favors in the job place as well. Now, all of this would start a struggle of intense power plays at your workplace, but do not worry, as sixth lord sitting in the eighth house is making a Viparit Raj Yoga for you guys, which would ultimately result in the destruction of your enemies, and all these adverse situations would eventually end up benefiting you. Okay, and even if the enemies are troubling you, your co-workers are troubling you, you need to ignore such enemies and focus your attention on bringing stability and structure to your job, in your work ethics, and in your daily routines as well. Your job might involve more focus on working behind the scenes in the matters of investigation, deep analysis, problem solving, and research related work, especially in data or finance related industry. If you are moving to a foreign land for the purpose of job, this could be a very testing time, very uncertain time, leading to intense mental restlessness for you people in this time period. Now, when it comes to marriage, this could be a mixed period where, on one hand, there would be phases where you would be fighting between each other, the couple, and on the other hand, there would be phases where you would have intense sexual chemistry between you and your spouse. There might be certain restrictions that Saturn would put in the intimate matters, due to which you might have little to non existent intimate life during this time period. It could be that job stress is affecting your bedroom pleasures, or you might have hidden fears related to intimacy which might be affecting your bedroom pleasures. You are deeply attached to your spouse during this time, almost to the point of obsession, but internally you also have a fear of abandonment, which you would have to work on in this time period. Extreme case scenario, depending on the natal chart, with this placement might result in infidelity related issues, resulting in separation for some couples, or there might be constant arguments due to spouse keeping a lot of secrets from you in this time period. There also might be issues in marriage due to discovery of a chronic illness to the spouse which was not disclosed earlier. Your spouse might switch job to work in a mutual fund, taxation, insurance, or an investment based company in this time. Now, when it comes to your relationship with your in laws, there could be arguments or verbal disputes with your in laws, especially related to financial matters, especially if it is linked to wedding related costs, due to which relationship with your in-laws can get strained, and there would be more efforts, understanding and compromise which would be needed to maintain a continuous relation. There is a possibility that your in-law might also get sick during this time, which might divert the attention of your spouse from you to your in-law to take to taking care of the sick in-law. When it comes to the matters of joint resources, there could be an event of the spouse struggling to enforce boundaries in the matters of his or her wealth, and might not have control on his or her spending and expenditures, due to which you might become fearful for your future. Some portion of your spouse's savings could also go in paying up for a financial asset which he or she might have acquired via loan in this time period. In extreme cases, depending on the natal chart, spouse might spend a lot of hidden expenses on maybe hidden substance abuse or addiction related issues which is not disclosed, or it could be spent on medical bills. Now, you might get some insurance money during this time, which could go in paying back your pending loans as well. Some of you might have to face litigation or legal cases related to inheritance, which is going to delay your inheritance related matters, and the case could go on for quite a bit of time. Now, take care of your and your spouse's health during this time, as you both might be prone to get more sick in this time, especially if you are traveling to long distances frequently. By the end of this period, you become very resilient to face any kind of obstacles that come your way. Now, Saturn generally aspects three houses, and the result of Saturn's aspects are considered evil and brutal compared to where it sits or transits. So, basically, you struggle more in the areas of the life where Saturn has its aspect, right? So, those are the more struggling areas of your life. So, the third aspect of Saturn is on the 10th house of your career and professional reputation. So there could be a major change in your workplace, especially after entering into a relationship or getting married. There would be difficulties in your workplace, and the difficulties will increase in this period, especially due to the interference of colleagues of opposite gender. While your professional reputation will be elevated in this time period, only you know the tough background scenarios that you have to endure to get that elevated professional reputation, which is not visible. All these background scenarios is not visible to the general public. The seventh aspect of Saturn is on the second house of your savings, assets, family. So, while there would be a boost in your savings, most of your money you earn in this time period will get out of your pocket, especially to repay any kind of pending loans which is there, or it would get drained away in marriage and wedding related costs and expenses. Your self worth during this time gets attached to being in a relationship or getting married, right? You are attaching your self-worth to this milestone of your life. And there might be arguments in the family related to business obligations or related to marriage obligations. Now, the 10th aspect of Saturn is on the fifth house of love, kids, education, etc. So, this could be the time where there might be arguments with your spouse related to bearing the burden or the responsibility of a child. For some people, this could be a time of breakup in relationship due to various sorts of restrictions and limitations, which might change your attitude towards romance. And after this breakup you would start looking for a more stable and a long lasting relationship. During this time your bosses will demand you to study more and to keep your knowledge up to date so that you can excel in the job front. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys like the video. Please do mention your experiences of this transit in the comments section, and do support the channel so that I can continue to make more videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.